Good afternoon. My name is Lucia Leitao. I'm head of banking conduct supervision at Central Bank of Portugal, which means that financial literacy, financial inclusion is very, very important for us. It's not because we are a central bank, and as a central bank we are very much keen of pursuing financial stability, but also because in Portugal Central Bank was assigned the role of banking supervisor. And Central Bank of Portugal, specifically since 2008, has established an important task as banking conduct supervisor. As we can use the expression as consumer protection, financial consumer protection supervisor. And I am very pleased to be the head of that department, and since 2008 I've been establishing a strategy for consumer protection in banking products, as I said, as banking conduct supervisor. Then we have a strategy based in 3 pillars. One pillar is to act as a regulator, to define rules that the financial institutions have to follow. We also supervise and we conduct the oversight of the institutions to see how much they commit to the laws and rules in place. But since 2008 we are also very much committed with financial education, financial inclusion. At that time, in May 2008, I was very pleased to be a founding member of the International Network on Financial Education. Let me go very briefly through the slide layout was given to me by the Child and Youth Finance, and I was, you see, I followed rules as a supervisor, to follow the rules. Then I did my best to put all the detailed information I was requesting in this slide. And let me be very brief, and then I can discuss later some of our experience. First of all, the Central Bank of Portugal has decided to conduct a national survey on financial literacy. It was prepared since 2008-2009. It was implemented in 2010. The first results were disclosed in October 2010, and final results on 2011. You may access to this survey. It followed best practices from the International Network on Financial Education. Plus, it was a survey conducted door-to-door with a very, very large sample. The details, you can read them. You have all the links as requested by the organization. Again, and the detailed information I got to call your attention to was that the inclusion in Portugal for the general population is quite high. Although for young people, and when I refer to young people, I'm referring to people with 16, 17, because the survey was conducted to those above 16 only, is around 54% only. In Portugal, we also have in place since 2000 a basic current account with very low fees. Which means that in Portugal, banks are offering very specific products, current account and savings accounts for kids, specifically tailored for kids. And they are offering them more now than in the past, because as you know, going through this important process of increasing saving ratios again, these products are very important even for banks in order to get extra funding. And obviously it's also very important for macro-prudential supervision. Going straight to financial education, Bank of Portugal is at and is coordinating the national plan for financial education, because after the survey we have implemented with other financial regulators a national plan, a national strategy for financial education, and one of the targets of this program is to have more in-depth involvement of kids through financial education in schools. But obviously our plan covers other segments of the population, and it's a very ambitious, as I was told from this organization, it's considered to be a very ambitious plan and strategy. The main aim of financial education, when we think of young adults, of youth, is to give them the possibility, when leaving school, to be able to manage a budget, to be able to get saving habits, to be responsible when use credit, and also to be able to plan for medium term. We want youth, young adults, when they leave school, to be able to enter the labor force and to be empowered to take informed and appropriate decisions on retail banking markets. And by financial education, we mean financial knowledge, we mean financial behavior and attitudes, and obviously financial inclusion. This is the booklet of our national plan. We have obviously it in English. You can also access to it through the specific link in the website. This plan goes from 2011-2015. We have the most important stakeholders in Portugal involved in this plan, and as I said, Central Bank with other regulators, we are coordinating this plan. We have some the experience on this to share in terms of collaboration, as it was said before. Plus, let me call also your attention that Bank of Portugal is going to reopen the Money Museum, where we have activities specifically dedicated for children and youth with interactive games. And this means that we have lots of initiatives going on. We have initiatives to come, and we are very much committed to financial education because we are a central bank and because you are banking conduct supervisor. Thank you very much.